Hi everybody, this is the baseball head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, and welcome back to Baseball Head. Hopefully you like this video and hit that subscribe button. So the Mets are in focus, folks. The Mets are right there. They won 5-0 against the Brewers today for the final day of the regular season. But obviously the Mets are going to have to go to Atlanta tomorrow, because the Pirates couldn't carry on their sweep of the Diamondbacks, and the Diamondbacks were winning 11-2 in their game. Also, the Braves were losing 4-2 to the Royals. The Royals do have something to play for, the seeding down there in Atlanta, but the Mets now have clinched a tie with the Diamondbacks. So all the Mets need to do tomorrow is get one of the games of the doubleheader, and I think that they have a pretty good chance of doing that. I felt pretty good coming into today. Really, when I got up this morning, I was like, they're going to win today. They needed to win this game today, and they did it. They started out really great. The offense was good. David Peterson was excellent. But, they got off on the right foot. Francisco Lindor got on base. Walked in the first inning. Stole a base. Looked really good. Scored the first run of the game on the Nimmo hit. And then, of course, David Peterson took the ball and carried it for 7 innings. They needed this so badly. The pitching staff needed it so badly, because the last 3 starts the Mets have had out of the pitching staff was so bad. They didn't even get into the 5th inning. So it was huge to get him to 7 innings of 1-hit ball, 2 walks, and 9 strikeouts. The biggest game of his life and the biggest spot in his life on the mound. And the Mets got that. He had everything working. His breaking ball, his slider, his curveball, everything was working. Getting ahead of the count, getting ahead of the batters. Did an excellent job. And it makes me feel good to see it. I think you all do feel good at seeing it as well. And obviously, Francisco Lindor had a huge game, hit another home run. He's 1 stolen base from 30-30. He also had 2 stolen bases in the game. He is sort of moving around very gingerly. He had to slide and hit first in that first inning. Kind of had a tough time getting up after sliding through home plate. But something very important happened in this game. J.D. Martinez finally broke that 0 for 35. Oh my God, that 0 for 35 that he had. He's getting awfully close to Ray Ordonez's horrible 0 for 37 or whatever it was years ago. But he's very important, because if the Mets can get him going. That guy, I said this whole season, that guy hits good pitching. He doesn't hit, bad pitching. He hits good pitching. So to get him back on the beam is very important for this club, especially tomorrow. They're probably going to face Chris Sale in that first game, and that's going to be quite the assignment for the Mets. That's a guy who's probably going to win the Cy Young in the National League. He is, be 2-time Cy Young Award winner. The Diamondbacks now, as I do this video, have won. But the Mets have fewer losses. They got 1 game up in the loss column on the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks are done for the regular season. So they are kaput. They're done right now. The Mets have 88 wins, but the 72 losses, I said this, the loss is the most important number to keep an eye on. The Mets now have 72 losses, and the Diamondbacks have finished with 73. And that's the number that needs to be, remembered. Now, the Mets are going to be going to Atlanta now, and they'll be playing the Braves. The Braves game is not over yet. They were losing 4-2 in the 9th inning. I guess we're probably in the bottom of the 9th right now. But the thing is that the Mets only have to win 1 game on Monday. They don't have to win both games to get to the postseason, because they have the tiebreaker with the Diamondbacks. So all the Mets have to do is win 1 game. And I believe and I think odds are the games will be split. Whoever wins the first game, it's not going to give a shit about the second game. They're not going to care. They're just going to, just finish out the game. The second game will be very important to whoever loses the first game. So that's why it's very important that let's get down to Atlanta, do the best job they can, and just keep their head above water in those games. It's not going to be easy. Because the Braves are a pain in the ass. I was hoping they wouldn't have to go back down to that shithole down there. but they're going to have to deal with that. But to see them come back and win this game today, they're still at it. So now if the Mets win the one game and the Braves win one game, I would believe that the Diamondbacks will be out. They won't be going to the postseason. If one team or the other team wins both games, one of those teams will be going home. So if the Mets get swept in that doubleheader tomorrow, they're going home. If the Braves get swept in that doubleheader, they'll stay home and for the winter. I don't know what the seeding would be. In all likelihood, if the Mets were to win tomorrow and split the series, split the doubleheader, the Mets will go back to Milwaukee and play the Brewers. I could be wrong. And then the Braves will go and play the Padres. So that's where we stand. And what's interesting, folks, and I would love to see this, is that the Mets would to somehow get past the Brewers. They would play the Phillies at the end of the week. So that would be a lot of fun. Personally, for myself and for my Phillies fan, baseball buddy down there in Philly, it would be a lot of fun going back and forth with him. So, but be that as it may, the Mets, they manned up today. They needed to do it. It's the first time they beat the Brewers all season. Lindor had a big game. He looked a lot better today. That big home run in the 6th inning, 32 home runs. He's got 29 stolen bases. Interesting to see if he gets 30 again. That'll be fun to watch. He got a walk in the game to lead off the game. Scored 2 runs. He had a strong game, and this is great. I was very excited at the end of this game. I didn't think Edwin Diaz was really in trouble. Really, he hadn't pitched in a week. I didn't mind the pitch count being too high. They're going to ride him to the end. So they will use him tomorrow for both games if they have to. But they only really need him for one game. If he comes in the 9th inning in the first game, that means the Mets are winning the game. They're in front. So this is a very exciting time. All the games are playoff games. All the games are exciting. They've been exciting for the last month and a half with these playoff games the Mets have been playing. And now we're at the end. And there's only 2 regular season games left in Major League season. And those 2 games will be in Atlanta tomorrow. I will be home tomorrow. There will be a live stream. Hopefully, after one of these Mets wins, keep our fingers crossed. Say our prayers. Eat your vitamins. Take your vitamins. And hopefully we'll get one of these games in. And when we do, if the Mets get one of the games, I'll be on right after the game and a live stream. I was going to do a live stream if they were going to clinch tonight. If the Diamondbacks had lost their last game, I was going to do a live stream. That's why I'm doing this recorded video for you. Now this, of course, we've been covering the Mets for years now on this channel. We have so many great people that write to me and leave comments. If you're new, please leave a comment in the comments section. Especially if you sub for the first time, I'll acknowledge you in the video. Hope I won't forget. A lot of times I forget things. But so you need to hit that subscribe button. This is the best Mets channel on YouTube, the best Mets podcast on the internet. There's nobody quite like this channel. I'm funny as hell. I don't care what I say. And I tell it like it is. And I keep it very simple for you folks to what's going on with the ball club. I've been very optimistic about this season. No matter what happens, folks, tomorrow. I know we complained a lot about the rain. I know I did. But this is what we wanted since last year when things fell apart, was this team to be in it. And we need to enjoy these 2 games tomorrow, no matter what happens. This team has won 88 games, okay? That is nothing to sneeze at. There's nothing to feel bad about. That's something to be very proud that this team won this many games. And again, in my view, it validates the team from 2 years ago. That team was a good team. It had a lousy year last year, but it's come back in a big way, and it validates that team. Hopefully tomorrow we get to celebrate, because we didn't get to celebrate 2 years ago for whatever reason. I don't know why they didn't do that 2 years ago, why they didn't sort of celebrate getting into postseason. That's something to celebrate and enjoy and move on. Now, we'll see who the Mets will send out. They're going to send Severino out there and McGill. Hopefully the Mets will get that first game. If not, it's going to be a lot of pressure in that second game for the Mets. But the Braves aren't going to give a shit in the second game. And vice versa. Mets aren't going to care either. Let me look at this team. 1, 2, 3, 4. 11 hits in the game. Excellent. Excellent. So, you let me know what you think about this video. I appreciate the time that you've taken to watch me all year and all the many years we've been doing this channel. And we're almost there. Get back to postseason. One more win. I got the big doubleheader tomorrow. It'll be one of the biggest doubleheaders in history of this franchise, other than 73. And I want to thank you for coming by. Please subscribe to the Baseball Hut. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.